All right, we're ready to go, and you can see that the seagrass part is finished. And a couple of things I've done just to prep for this stage, this next step, is that I have really sprayed the basket so that the spokes are very wet and flexible. I'm going to need to shape this now so that these rows of triple twining go in. We're decreasing the diameter of the basket now, and I'll show you how to do that shaping. But I wanted to let you know the other couple of things I've done. I've put clips on this seagrass just to keep it in place. And if you remember, we did this triple twine in the base before, but we went counterclockwise. Well, now, to basket maker's relief, we can actually go in the way that triple twining normally goes. So I have the round reed between 1, 2, 3 spokes, consecutive spokes. And what I'm going to do, this is over 2, 1, 2, behind 1, and you'll notice that when I go behind 1, that it is marching. It's the next space. And then when I do the next over 2, behind 1, again, it's still marching. So I'm going to go all the way around the basket like that, but as I go, I'm going to push in on these spokes so that it helps to begin to shape it in. The other thing I want to remind you about is the step up. So let's go ahead and go around this basket, and you'll kind of see what I'm doing here. I'm going to need to remove and it's okay that's why we sprayed the spokes so wetly so that they will bend in. The other thing you can't see this, but I actually have a tape measure, metal tape measure, in the bottom of this to hold it steady, because it kind of wants to move around and it makes it a little hard to work with. But the shaping part is important because we do want to start it going in now. So, all right, going around, pushing in on these spokes as I go around. I don't want that down there. Over 2, behind 1, and out. Over 2, 1, 2, and I have to untangle this down here. It wants to get tangled. Over 2, behind 1, and out. Push back. Over 2, behind 1, and out. Over 2, behind 1, and out. Over 2, behind 1, and out. Always working from the left now, which is the traditional triple rod, 3-rod whale, or triple twine. Over 2, behind 1, and out. Over 2, behind 1, and out. Over 2, behind 1, and out. Over 2, behind 1. I gotta take this off and out. Over 2, behind 1, and out. Oops. Now, I don't know if you can see this, but right now I have 2 coming out in the same space, and that's because I made an error. So if you do that, you need to back up. I didn't go over 2 here. So that is your best clue, is if you see 2 coming out of the same space, something went awry. Okay, over 2 and out, behind 1, over 2, behind 1 and out. Just about back around, over 2, behind 1 and out. Over 2, behind 1 and out. Over 2, behind 1 and out. And now, if you can see, I am back to the starting spoke where I began. So now we need to do the step up, which is the opposite direction, starting from the right now instead of the left. Over 2, behind 1 and out. Over 2, did I do that right? No. Over 2, behind 1 and out. There we go. Over 2, behind 1 and out. Over 2 from the right, behind 1 and out. Over 2, behind 1 and out. Now I have my original 3 in a row, and I'm ready for row 2. So what I want you to do is go all the way around, check the number of rows. Always do your step up when you get back to the starting spoke, and you can label it somehow. I kind of can see it from the inside where I started, but if you want to label it or put a little clamp on it or something to know where it is. But follow the pattern for how many rows, and on the last row of this triple twine, you actually will be pulling out sharply because you want to try to get it to come back up. Make sure that you keep your round reed wet. If you need to spray it again, do that. And also your spokes. If your spokes are starting to get dry, especially before you do that, start pulling it out to make it go upright again. Be sure to wet your spokes so that they're plenty wet and won't break on you.